Morning, all. All right, 3 days of hockey to talk about. Friday, we've got 7 games tonight in the National Hockey League. We have 11 games tomorrow and 6 games on Sunday. So, Friday, we have 4 games at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. 2 start an hour later, and then we've got 1 West Coast start as well. So, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are 20, 10, and 2. In against the Buffalo Sabres, who were 11, 17, and 4. On December 15th, Toronto won this game 5-3. These teams will meet again April the 15th. For this month, so from December 1st till now, Mitch Marner, the leading scorer for Toronto, 9 games, 1 goal, 10 assists, 11 points. Austin Matthews, also 9 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. And Toronto is 6-3 this month. On the Buffalo side, Thompson's their leading scorer, 8 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Zucker, 8 games as well, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Buffalo, 0-6-2 so far this month. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Montreal and Detroit. I'm wearing Detroit. Detroit and Montreal are playing back-to-backs. Sure, why not? And against each other. So this is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again tomorrow, and then they meet January 23rd and April the 8th. Montreal's 12, 16, and 3 on the season. Detroit's 13, 14, and 4. So both of these teams below NHL 500. On the Montreal side, Suzuki's their leading scorer this month. In 8 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Caulfield, also 8 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Montreal's 4-4 this month. Detroit, Larkin, their leading scorer this month, or Raymond, I should say, is their leading scorer this month. 8 games, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. Then Larkin has 8 assists in 8 games this month. Detroit is 3-3-2 this month. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the St. Louis Blues and the Florida Panthers. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in St. Louis on February the 6th. St. Louis is 15, 16, and 3 this season. Florida's 20, 11, and 2 overall. On the St. Louis side, Thomas, 9 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. Strong run for him this month. Kyrou, 9 games this month as well, 7 goals, 1 assist, 8 points. St. Louis is 4-4-1 this month. The Florida Panthers, Tkachuk, 8 games, 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points so far in December. Reinhart, 8 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. So the goal scoring slowed down from Reinhart, which means he's due for a hat trick. Florida, 5-2-1 so far in the month of December. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start as well between Carolina and the Washington Capitals. These teams met on November the 3rd. Carolina won that matchup 4-2. These teams will meet again April 2nd and April the 10th. Carolina's 20, 10, and 1 this season. The Washington Capitals 21, 8, and 2 so far this season. On the Carolina side this month, Aho, their leading scorer, 7 games, 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points. Gostisbehere, 7 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points for Gostisbehere. Carolina's 4-3 this month. On the Washington side, Dubois, their leading scorer this month, 7 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. And Chychrun, 7 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. Washington 4-2-1 so far in the month of December. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between the New York Rangers and the Dallas Stars. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in New York on January the 7th. The Rangers, 15, 15-1. We have talked about them a lot. Dallas, 19-12 so far this season. On the Rangers side, Panarin is their leading scorer this month. 8 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Trocheck, 8 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. The Rangers are 2-6 so far in the month of December. Whereas on the Dallas side, Robertson's actually their leading scorer this month in 9 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Ben, 9 games, 1 goal, 6 assists for 7 points. Dallas is 5-4 in the month of December. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Utah and Minnesota. This is the second of 4 meetings. They met on December the 10th. It was a shootout victory for Utah, 5-4 the final score. These teams meet again January 23rd and February the 27th. On the Utah side, they're 15-11-5 this season. Dylan Guenther, their leading scorer, 7 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Clayton Keller, 7 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points so far this month. Utah's 5-1-1 as well in the month of December. On the Minnesota side, Kaprizov, 8 games, 7 goals, 3 assists, 10 points. Rossi, 8 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Once again, the leading scorers for their team this month. Minnesota's 4-4. A little bit of a rough patch for them recently. It happens to everybody. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Colorado and the Anaheim Ducks. This is the second of 3 meetings. On October 18th, Colorado won this matchup 4-3 in overtime. These teams meet again April the 13th. Colorado's 19-15 this season. Anaheim 12-14-4. In terms of scoring this month, McKinnon, the leading scorer for Colorado, 9 games, 6 goals, 10 assists, 16 points. Rantanen, 9 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points for him. Colorado 6-3 so far this month. On the Anaheim side, Terry, 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points. Vetrano, 5 goals, 3 assists, which equals 8 points. So we'll just change the 9 to an 8. So far this month, Anaheim is 3-4-1. So if you take them lightly, they can beat you. All right, moving on to Saturday, and writing down for the timestamp, Saturday. 1:30 Eastern, so 9:30 a.m. Pacific, the LA Kings and the Nashville Predators. So I better make sure I'm ready in time for that. I'm used to it being a 10 a.m. start, so that one kind of throws me off just a little bit. But it's the LA Kings, 19-9-4 this season against the Nashville Predators, 9-17-7. Nashville, the home team, of course. On November the 4th, LA won this matchup 3-0. These teams meet again on March the 15th, or the Ides of March. On the LA side, Kopitar is their leading scorer so far this month. 7 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points. Kempe, 7 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. LA is 5-1-1 this month. Nashville, Marchessault, their leading scorer so far this month. 8 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. That'd be 8 points for Marchessault. Good thing I got the markers right here, huh? Forsberg, 8 games, 7 assists for Forsberg so far this month. So Forsberg's due for a goal. Nashville 2-5-1 so far in the month of December. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. We have 2 games starting then, beginning with Chicago and Calgary. October 15th, Calgary won this matchup 3-1. These teams meet again January the 13th. Chicago 12-19-2 so far this season. Calgary 15-11-7. On the Chicago side, Teravainen, 10 games, 1 goal, 9 assists, 10 points. He's their leading scorer this month. Bedard, 10 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points. Remember, when Bedard's struggling, he has 9 points in 10 games. So look out. Chicago 4-6 so far this month. They are playing better recently. On the Calgary side, Huberdeau, 8 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. He's been doing well in December. Kadri, 8 games, 4 goals, 2 assists for 6 points. Calgary 3-2-3 so far in the month of December. 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific start as well between the San Jose Sharks and the Edmonton Oilers. This is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again 3 times in April, on the 3rd, the 11th, and the 16th. San Jose's 11-19-5 so far this season. Edmonton's 19-11-2 this season. On the San Jose side, Celebrini is their leading scorer this month. 8 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Toffoli, 8 games, 4 goals with 1 assist for 5 points. San Jose's 2-6 so far this month. On the Edmonton side, Draisaitl, 8 games, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. Those numbers are fantastic. So far in December, and McDavid, 8 games, 3 goals, 11 assists, 14 points. Edmonton's 6-2 so far in December. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games starting then. So it's going to be busy at that point. Starting with Buffalo and the Boston Bruins. Boston, the home team here. Buffalo 11-17-4 this season. Boston 17-13-4. This is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again January 28th, March 17th, and April the 6th. On the Buffalo side, Peterka, 8 games, 1 goal, 4 assists for 5 points. He's the 3rd leading scorer. So when I get to a team that's playing its 2nd game on this board, I go to the 3rd and 4th leading scorers this month. And Owen Power also has a goal and 4 assists for 5 points in 8 games. Again, Buffalo 0-6-2 this month. On the Boston side, Pastrnak, 9 games, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points this month. Marchand, 9 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. The record for Boston this month, 6-2-1. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the New York Islanders and the Toronto Maple Leafs, the first of 3 meetings. They meet again on New Year's Eve, so December 31st, as well as January the 2nd. So over the next few weeks, the Islanders and the Leafs are going to get to know each other. The Islanders are 12-14-7 this season, whereas Toronto 20-10-2, as previously mentioned. So Toronto goes from Buffalo to playing at home against the New York Islanders, whereas Buffalo goes from playing at home to playing in Boston the next night. On the Islanders side, Dobson's their leading scorer this month. 8 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Puck starting to go in the net for him. Anders Lee, 8 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. They are 3-4-1 this month, are the Islanders. On the Toronto side, Tavares, 9 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points. Nylander has the same totals as Tavares, 5 goals, 3 assists in 9 games. And again, Toronto is 6-3 in the month of December. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Detroit meets Montreal for a second night in a row. Detroit hosts on Friday. Montreal hosts on Saturday. These teams play Friday. Then they play January 23rd and April the 8th after the December 21st matchup. Detroit 13-14-4 as mentioned. Montreal 12-16-3. The third and fourth leading scorers for each team here. Comfort, 8 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. DeBrincat, 4 goals in 8 games. On the Montreal side, Hudson, 8 games, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points. Patrick Laine, 7 games, 6 goals, 1 assist, 7 points. Very dangerous on the power play, so Detroit needs to stay out of the box. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Pittsburgh and New Jersey. This is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again February 4th, March 15th, and April the 11th. On the Pittsburgh side, they're 15-14-5. They're having a good month. New Jersey 21-11-3, and they'll be looking to bounce back from that loss against Columbus last night. On the Pittsburgh side, Brian Rust is having a very good month. 8 games, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. So's Raquel. 8 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. And in those 8 games, Pittsburgh is 5-2-1 so far in the month of December. Jack Hughes, the leading scorer for New Jersey this month. 8 games, 4 goals, 8 assists for 12 points. Jesper Bratt's right behind him. 8 games, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. New Jersey's also 5-2-1 in the month of December. So 2 teams with the same record this month. Should be interesting. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Columbus and Philadelphia. December 10th, Philadelphia won this matchup 5-3. These teams meet again January 14th and April the 15th. Both of these teams need a win right now. Columbus 13-15-5 overall. Philadelphia below NHL 500 at 14-15-4. On the Columbus side, Marchenko, 11 games, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Monahan, 11 games, 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points. And Columbus 3-6-2 so far in the month of December. On the Philadelphia side, Michkov, 8 games, 2 goals, 6 assists for 8 points. Lawton, 8 games, 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. Philadelphia's 2-5-1 in the month of December thus far. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start as well between Minnesota and Winnipeg. This is the third and final meeting on October 13th. Winnipeg won 2-1 in overtime. On November 25th, Winnipeg won 4-1. So the Minnesota Wild 28-4, as I mentioned here. Winnipeg 23-10-1. Probably happy to be home. On the Minnesota side, Boldy, their third leading scorer this month. 8 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. Brock Faber has 5 assists in 8 games. Once again, Minnesota 4-4 this month. Winnipeg, Kyle Connor, their leading scorer this month. 10 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. Mark Scheifele right there behind him. 10 games, 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. Winnipeg's 5-4-1 in the month of December. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start. We have 2 games starting then, beginning with the Ottawa Senators and the Vancouver Canucks. So November 23rd, Vancouver went into Ottawa and won 4-3. Vancouver's better on the road than they are at home. So now that Ottawa's on a 5-game winning streak, can they steal one in Vancouver? We'll find out. Ottawa's 17-13-2. Their leading scorer this month is Drake Batherson. 9 games, 4 goals, 5 assists for 9 points. Stützle, 9 games, 1 goal, 8 assists, 9 points as well. Ottawa's 7-1-1 this month, so having a great December. On the Vancouver side, Quinn Hughes, 10 games, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points, is their leading scorer this month. Jake DeBrusk's 10 games, 7 goals, 1 assist, 8 points for him. Vancouver 4-3-3 in the month of December, so they're 1 game above NHL 500, but they've only won 4 out of 10, so that's the wonders of the NHL's system of the records that the teams have. So Seattle and Vegas meet up, so the matchup between Team 31 in the NHL and Team 32. On November the 8th, Seattle won this matchup in overtime 4-3. These teams meet again for a third and final time on April the 10th. Seattle's 15-17-2, and they need a win right now. The Vegas Golden Knights 21-8-3, and they're playing really, really well. On the Seattle side, Bjorkstrand, their leading scorer this month, 9 games, 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points. Dunn, 9 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Seattle's 4-4-1 this month. On the Vegas side, Theodore, 7 games, 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points for him to lead the team in scoring this month. Olofsson, 7 games, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Has been excellent since returning from injury. Vegas is 6-1 this month thus far. So that rounds out your Saturday games. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Get into Sunday, where we've got 6 more games to round out this video. Starting with Carolina and the New York Rangers. This starts at 12:30 p.m. Actually, this is 10:30 a.m. This is the 9:30 a.m. Eastern. 9:30 a.m. Pacific to 12:30. I might be a little tired. Sure. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. But Carolina in against the Rangers. So Carolina goes from playing Washington on Friday to playing the New York Rangers on Sunday. The Rangers go from being in Dallas tonight to being at home to Carolina on Sunday, and it's not an easy turnaround because that is a 12:30 p.m. Eastern. That's a 9:30 a.m. Pacific start. Carolina 20-10-1, as I previously mentioned. The Rangers 15-15-1. These teams seemingly going in different directions. November 27th, Carolina beat the Rangers 4-3. These teams meet again January 28th and April the 12th. Svechnikov, 7 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points for him this month. Necas, 7 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. His scoring has slowed down, but I don't think we expected him to keep up that insane scoring pace he had going earlier. On the Rangers side, Fox, 8 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Both Zibanejad and Lafreniere have played 8 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points for both players. Then at 5 Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, the Battle of Florida. It's the Florida Panthers going from playing at home to playing in Tampa. It's not bad. They got the day off in between. So Tampa Bay hosting them. 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now. This is the first of 4 meetings. They meet again December 23rd. And then they meet March the 3rd and April the 15th. So for Florida, they're 20-11-2 overall. Tampa Bay 18-10-2. On the Florida side, Verhaeghe, 8 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Having a very good month. Barkov, 6 games played, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Again, Florida 5-2-1 this month. Tampa Bay, Braden Point, 7 games, 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. Has been ridiculous, as has Kucherov. 6 games, just 2 goals, but 13 assists for 15 points. Tampa's 6-1 so far in the month of December. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific start as well between the LA Kings and the Washington Capitals. So for the Kings, they go from Nashville to Washington. This is the first of 2 meetings. They meet again March the 13th in Los Angeles. For Washington, this is part of a homestand. They host Carolina Friday and then LA on Sunday. That's not easy. LA's 19-9-4, as previously mentioned. Washington 21-8-2. On the LA side, Warren Foegele, 7 games, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points this month. Turcotte, 7 games, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Again, LA 5-1-1 this month. On the Washington side, Wilson, 7 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. Tom Wilson's been good while Ovechkin's been out. Protas, 7 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points for him. Believe I read, too, that Ovechkin will not be back before the Christmas break. So the Capitals 4-2-1. They'll be without Ovi for these games. At least that's the reporting I saw. 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific start between Anaheim and Utah. So for the Ducks, they go from playing at home to playing in Utah the next night. Utah goes from playing in Minnesota on Friday to hosting Anaheim on Sunday. Anaheim won the first meeting October 18th by a score of 5-4 in overtime. These teams meet a third and final time on March the 12th. Anaheim's 12-14-4 overall. Lacombe, 7 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Been scoring pretty well lately. Ryan Strome, 8 games, 6 assists for him. On the Utah side, Logan Cooley, 7 games, 1 goal, 7 assists for 8 points. Sergachev, 7 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. And these teams are going in opposite directions. Anaheim 3-4-1 this month. Utah 5-1-1. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. We have 2 games starting then, so it'll be an early night on Sunday, so that's cool. The Seattle Kraken in against the Colorado Avalanche. So for Seattle, that's a tough one. They go from Vegas to Colorado, and Colorado's won the first 2 meetings. On October 12th, it was a 3-2 win for the Avs, and on November the 5th, it was a 6-3 win. Seattle 15-17-2, Colorado 19-15 on the season. On the Seattle side, Shane Wright, 9 games, 3 goals, 4 assists this month for 7 points. Tolvanen, 9 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points for him so far in December. On the Colorado side, Makar, 9 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points so far this month. And Lehkonen, 9 games, 6 goals, 1 assist for 7 points. And finally, the 24th game on the board is the Ottawa Senators and the Edmonton Oilers. So for Ottawa, they go from Vancouver to Edmonton. That's not an easy flight. I mean, it's not a terrible flight, but it is quite a distance from Vancouver to Edmonton. So 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start there. And that's 22 hours after the start time here. So hopefully Ottawa's not too tired for Edmonton. On the other hand, if you're Edmonton, you kind of hope there's a bit of a delay in the flight going into Edmonton. At any rate, the Oilers won in Ottawa 5-2 on November the 19th, so they're looking to sweep the season series. Ottawa 17-13-2. They might have a 6-game winning streak coming into this if they can beat Vancouver on Saturday, or maybe they'll be looking to bounce back after suffering their first defeat in a while. On the Oilers side, they're 19-11-2. And after hosting San Jose, they get to host the Ottawa Senators. So Ottawa, Brady Tkachuk, 9 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points. Don't worry, Florida, I'm not trading Matthew Tkachuk. And then Cousins and Norris, both 9 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points for them. The 7-1-1 record for Ottawa, again, really good in December. But the Oilers have been good in December too. And Zach Hyman, 7 games, 8 goals, 1 assist, 9 points. I like to think Hyman has been reading all the quotes from people saying he was a flash in the pan last year. Now it was a fluke run because he's putting together a bunch of goals again. Nugent Hopkins, 8 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points for the Oilers, who are 6-2 this month. So there you go. Let me know your picks for all these games in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you may not have done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support as always. I will talk to you again soon.